Okay.
Holy cow, how many times did it happen tonight?
A lot.
Holy
This
cow.
girl thinks it's funny.
And we're here. We are here. Welcome to this lovely day in the Januaries.
Yeah.
Woo woo! Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And if you watched last week, thank you. If you didn't, why don't you go back and listen to it? It'll be a fun time.
It's probably great.
It was great. I mean, we talked about going cross country
Yeah.
in the old automobiles.
Yep.
Sure did.
Automobiles.
Hey, just trying to be excited here.
He's excited.
Anyway, you did something tonight that I was like, never thought about that. You got touched a touch too much. No, you got touched in a certain spot on your body, and you said, no, my whole body's cold,
Yeah.
right? Does that happen everywhere on your body? Or is it just one certain spot that gets touched and then you feel it all over?
No, it's sudden. It's any sudden.
Any sudden, like, temperature change? Like, if it's hot, then you're hot everywhere? Or if it's cold, then you're cold everywhere?
Yes, but it's more than that, I guess. It's anything.
What do you mean it's more than that?
It's anything like sudden. So, what he's talking about tonight, we were on our way to dog training.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was while we were home.
Well, when my knees it got really cold
No.
on my knees. Oh, in the kitchen.
No, in the room while we were playing games. Not in the kitchen.
Okay.
Holy cow, how many times did it happen tonight?
A lot.
Holy
This
cow.
girl thinks it's funny to put her cold, dead fingers on my neck. On my face and forehead. Oh, fantastic. Love it. On my neck, though, she like digs them into my neck, and I'm like, but then like it gives me a full body chill, right? So then when we were in the kitchen, she did it again, but then like my arms felt really cold, and then she did it all of a sudden in the car on the way to dog training, and like my knees got cold. Like my knees were just like, oh, so cold.
That's interesting. You know, because honestly, to me, that almost never happens. To where something happens, like somebody touches me, it's only that spot that gets cold or that spot that gets hot.
Really?
It's never like a whole body situation unless it's my whole body that's being affected. It's always just like sharp, like temperature change right in that spot.
Really?
Even so, like, sometimes when I have a fever or whatever and you put a rag on my head or my neck, it's not an instant body change. It takes a while, and then like everything starts to even out. It's not like a sudden situation. Where it sounds like for you, it's like instantly all over.
Yeah.
So I just found it very interesting.
At the coffee shop, like I'll be pulling out hot things, or I'll be.
Right.
It's not like if it's my neck, it's my whole body. It's like I will be pulling stuff out of the dishwasher, and the steam is really hot on my face, and my whole body gets hot.
Right.
Or if I'm grabbing stuff from the freezer and I put it in my hands and on my arm, well then like sometimes my butt feels cold. Or sometimes like my calves start getting cold.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, take it this morning.
It's just sudden.
We hang dry a lot of my shirts,
Yeah.
to keep them from shrinking and whatnot.
Yeah, he's got a long
And-
torso, so we can't have the shirt shrinking up.
Okay.
A long torso.
Yeah.
A handsome fella.
Long torso, short legs. It's fine. My feet, he touch the ground most
You
of the time.
can't tell when he's sitting down, man.
Yeah, we're all the same height when we're sitting down. Anyway, Yes, that it works. I've heard it both ways. It's fine. So we hang my clothes in the garage because that's where our laundry room is. Because where the things are to dry. And like this morning, I go out there to grab a shirt.
Yeah.
Not even in stocking feet, before socks, right? And it's a shock because it's concrete floor in there and it's cold.
Yeah.
And it's a shock, but it's only my feet.
Yeah.
And then my calves only ache. It's not that they get cold. It's that they ache because of the blood flow situation.
Yeah.
Right? But it's only my feet that get cold. It's not any other part of my body that gets cold. Now, the rest of my body is kind of chilled because the air is cold, but it's not like it's radiating from that spot. You get what I'm saying?
Always cold though for me. So like in the car, my kneecaps,
No.
the first sensation wasn't cold. It was like vibration.
Okay.
But so I mean I get like if you touch something, only that part of your body gets cold or warm. But
But you said now my whole body is freezing.
yes.
Okay, so how am I supposed to take that? Not as vibrations at my knees.
No, that whole time like my whole body was just like
Okay.
shivering.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's only ever that spot. It takes a long time for it to, like, radiate to everything.
Oh, it goes away quickly. I don't like stay cold.
No, I'm just saying, like, I guess I'm confused.
With what? Why my body does it?
No, I'm confused at what you're telling me. So you're saying that my whole body's cold now. Well, then it's not cold?
Not now.
Well, no, not now. Not for forever. But what I'm saying is even when, like, if I were to touch something and stay there, it would be that spot that would be cold, not my whole body.
Right.
You're saying it's your whole body.
Sometimes.
Okay.
If it's sudden.
All right.
If it's sudden, but it's also like sudden. I feel like it's probably part of the same other stuff, like loud noises.
Uh-huh.
Like loud noises hurt my body.
Okay.
Like, but I feel it all over.
Okay.
And like, I think it's just sudden things. If it happens suddenly,
You're just so feelerish that you feel it everywhere.
I guess. Yeah.
I guess I'm less sensitive.
Less sensitive.
It's only the sharp things that I feel.
I think that all of your senses may not just be in a tangled weave inside your brain.
Yeah, no, it's
potentially.
not. I'm not a spaghetti mess, that's for sure.
I think all of my senses are just like, I don't have synesthesia where like I hear sound and it correlates into something else that I see. So I don't have that tangle. That would be a nice tangle to have.
Yeah, but do you hear colors?
I don't hear colors.
What is it, taste colors? Or whatever it is that we were talking about one time?
No, it's that I associate it with certain things.
Yes.
Like green and Thursday. Like they are the same thing for me.
Really?
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Not envy? Envy's not green?
I mean, green, that's what people say.
That is what people
Green
say.
with envy. But I don't know. I don't know that green with envy. I think if I were to see somebody be green, I would immediately think seasick. Oh, the Hulk is a handsome fella. I would immediately think seasick. Green. I don't know where they get green with envy from, because you don't like
Greed,
green.
muddy, not muddy, green, money.
Yeah,
Like, I think it might be,
because money is green.
maybe?
Is it an American term?
Could be. I don't know. I've never looked it up. You know, you got homework.
Oh,
Oh, nuts.
but yeah, no, it is weird. Mm-hmm. Also, sudden temperature changes often cause me to need to use the facilities to urinate. Like, but I think that's a lot of people. That's a
That
lot.
probably is a lot of people.
So that's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, totally normal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that you feel it all over, and I'm very much like I only feel it in that local area.
Do you have other things that make your body feel like all over?
Maybe certain things like if you get the goose pimples of like certain sounds.
Oh, okay. Like if it's
But
a really good song, your whole body breaks out
No.
and chills.
Maybe certain emotion in a song.
Not if
Will
it's like
cause
an amazing sound. You don't just get full body tingles.
not usually.
Okay. What if you eat like a bite of food that is like perfectly satiating? Like it has the, sometimes you have a thing and you're like,
You're
"Oh."
really going to talk to me about sounds of eating?
No, not sound. Not sound of eating.
How do you expect it to get in your mouth?
Satiating. Like it just makes you feel satisfied.
Uh-huh.
Right, but listen, so sometimes I know sometimes you're like, oh, I just want something, I don't know what it is, right? So you try something and it's like, that's not it. Try something, that's not it. But the moment that you don't know what you need and you taste something and it just satisfies everything that you weren't aware that you needed in that moment, oh,
Are you having like
Just-
a religious experience
just-
going on?
you just gotta dance it out.
No,
And you have like full body chills because you're like, that was like the best bite that I could have had in this moment.
I think
For
maybe
what I needed, even though I didn't know what I needed. It's just like,
I think only maybe once in my life what did I ever dance while eating.
really? What did you eat that made you dance?
I don't remember. I think I was a kid. Like I don't remember.
You said once in my life. I thought it was like memorable.
I'm sure it was at that time, but like I maybe remember wiggling like in the happy dance I'm
Yeah.
eating type situation maybe once. I have no idea what it was. And I don't even know that I fully remember doing it. I just maybe have a recollection of it.
You're like, I probably did, because who hasn't?
Right. But I mean, I've seen people do it like every meal. Or most often meals,
Yeah.
So
sometimes it just hits the right spot. But when it's like the perfect bite and it's just, I don't know what it is about it. And it's different every time because I can try to duplicate it, but it's not like what my brain was thinking about that I wasn't aware of. And then you take that bite and it's just like full body chills.
that reminded me of like Wayne's World.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Tell me you're old without telling me you're old. Reference movies that are obscure and way
They're
back in the day.
it's probably hipster. People are probably watching them again, ironically.
Ironically.
Yeah, we watched it unironically.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Anyway. But yeah. So that was just the thing. Like the fact that you feel things all over, and I'm very much it's local to that thing.
When you hear music, the only time that you feel like body chills is when it's an emotional song, or when it's an emotional song, or it hits your emotions.
Hit my emotions a certain way.
That's when you get tingles.
Yeah.
I could not even like the song, but if the person's singing it, like if there was just something that happens, chills.
Yeah, no.
Or if like the words, are just, and they hit you and they just chills.
Well, yeah, but I'm usually liking the song if that's happening. If I'm not liking the song, I'm not paying attention to it, so therefore I wouldn't.
You've never been like watching something that you weren't interested in, but
No.
But what if it's like part of a show and they are like, let's say you're watching a show, they are at the opera. You're not interested in the opera, but you're watching because it's part of the show and everything is like blah, 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 and people are talking and you're not really listening and nothing is like great. But then like she hits a note or he hits a note and you're just like,
No.
yes.
I would say, wow, that's high.
No,
Or-
not necessarily a high.
I'm just saying, like, that's
You'd be
what
like,
would,
oh, she's singing.
I don't even know that I would really acknowledge that they're singing if I'm not interested in the show. Like, oh, yeah, that's interesting.
You're not tuned into the music behind the conversation that's happening in the show?
Not actively.
Well, you don't have to actively be into it, but like then there's certain notes or
Oh, yes, that's
And you
why
just
movies
hear it.
have music in the background
yeah.
and like scores
Yeah, I
for
love a
different
score.
emotional scenes.
I
But
love a score. My favorite score, I think, well, one of my favorite was August Rush. That is a good one.
you like the soundtrack.
I really enjoyed that.
But no, no. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested.
Interesting.
It's not going to be the music that pulls me in.
Great. Okay.
Just like you're more wanting to watch musicals. I'm not.
I like
You're more
good
music
musicals.
driven than I am.
That's true. Oh, there was something else that reminded me of something we were talking about, and I forgot it.
Uh-oh. Railedy choo-chooed. Choo-choo
Oops.
derailed. Any hoozles.
Any hoozles.
Any hoozles.
Oh, it was almost back. My train was almost there again. Sight, sound,
What you drinking?
smell. Oh, smell. Dude.
Oh.
Oh, what am I drinking? What are we? Hold your cup up. What are we drinking?
Not out of our fancy cups, that's for sure. Whoa, it's
No.
blurry.
These are different. Oh, you can't even see mine.
It's
at
blurry.
this. Is it?
Yeah. Well, at least, I don't know. Our display is not exactly great. So we'll see when it's in post. Mm-hmm. And I'm using a different display.
This is a beautiful cup. Look how cute it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
I'm sure
cute.
they can see it.
In it is a chai bomb that my friend Sebi made me. A chai bomb. It's like the hot cocoa bombs that people were making, you know? And then on the inside it's chocolate and then it has the hot cocoa and the marshmallows in it, right? But it's chai. It's delish. It's like white chocolate and chai on the outside and then it has chai powder. She made chai. And then she found a really good chai she liked, and then she dehydrated it and turned it into a chai powder. It's so delish. That's what I'm drinking. You can't see it, but it's really good. Oh, maybe you can. Oh, there it is. You can kind of see it a little bit. Oh, so cute. What are you drinking?
Only the best liquid substance on earth,
Coffee.
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 But not just coffee, espresso.
Espresso.
Espresso. Mm-hmm. Get you going.
This is espresso from the coffee shop. And then it has cream and chocolate and peppermint. And
Not too sweet.
no, not too
Bitter,
sweet,
just
not
the
too
way I like
creamy.
it.
Yeah. But from the coffee shop. And
Going to the coffee shop.
that's
It's
another
gonna
that
not
song.
let me stop.
No, we used to have a song. We used to try to turn songs into like coffee shop songs. So it was I'll take you to the coffee shop, give you an espresso shot. It was, like,
There
the
you go.
first- Yeah. Anyway, it was like a whole thing. We thought we were really cute with that. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm drinking. It's very tasty. It's warm. It smells delish. I like a good chai.
That's good. It would be not good if it didn't smell good. Be like durian.
Yeah, I really
And,
do.
like, stinky feet.
I wish that we could have tried durian in Thailand.
Okay. Well, maybe when we go back.
We'll go back and have durian.
Maybe.
And some cow soy from Chiang Mai.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
we need to go to Chiang Rai next time, I think.
Yeah, I would like to try Chiang Mai. Travel around some mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. What was it? Sound? Smell. Smell is super huge for memories.
It can be, yes. But what brought the memory thing?
Just because sudden things.
Oh,
Things happening suddenly.
because you brought that up suddenly.
Right, because I was remembering.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely like the smell of original Old Spice, not all the fancy stuff that they have now. Definitely makes me think of my grandfather's, because both of them were the same, because they didn't have many smell
There
goods
were a lot
back
of
then.
options.
So-
And that was everything. And that's if you were an old man.
Well, yeah,
You were wearing Old Spice.
for sure. So, and then I know for you, like, smells of mechanic shops reminded you of your grandfather because he was in the auto industry, right? You're doing a slow, like, head nod, like, yeah, kind of.
No, my one grandfather and my uncle, they owned a shop together. Mm-hmm. And then my other grandfather, he worked on army things that were mechanic-y. Planes.
I think he was in the Air Force,
My grandfather?
Air National Guard. I don't know. He was in front of your father is in a picture in front of a plane that was part of your
No, he was
grandfather's unit.
Army. You know what? I do know. It's in my brain somewhere. He was Army. Anyway, he worked on things. So, yeah, he always... yeah. But, I love the smell of Home Depot and Lowe's. I like a lumber section, guys.
You love the smell of wood.
I really, really do. It makes me think of my dad. I would go to the hardware store with him, and then we would get a little bag of peanuts to share. It was really sweet. And then it also reminds me of my mother, though, because we would build things together. So,
Fond memories in a hardware store.
yeah. I know. We every
hear of
time I
one
go
for
in,
sale.
there's like, a hardware store. Where? What? Where?
Canada. Don't want to go there because it's way north in Canada.
Oh, never mind. I would
And
totally.
it's also Canada.
When I retire, I think, instead of working at like Walmart as a greeter,
You want to work at the depot as a greeter?
no, not as a greeter. I'll be like, what do you need? I'm like, oh, I need screws for blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's aisle 16. Let me show you. Here's what our options are. Sometimes when people are walking around, they don't know, and they're looking for someone, and they're like, oh, I called for someone a while ago. And I'm like, what can I help you with? And I help them find their stuff.
Yeah, does that make your heart happy?
Yeah, it does. I really like it. You're like, oh, I'm looking for, and I'm like, oh, it's just, you know what, I'll take you. And you're like, do you work here? And I'm like, I sure don't. I just really love.
You
I'm trying.
start sending invoices to the local hardware store like consultation fees.
I should. Yeah. Now there was a few times like I've talked to people about like different things for building and like what they'll need and yeah. Sometimes I try to not approach men usually, not for safety reasons, but just because a lot of times I don't know that they much appreciate me helping. But if there's a woman that looks really confused, I'm like, come on, girl, I got you. But then if the guy is just like, I don't, and you can clearly tell, like, he just really needs some assistance. I'm like, are you looking for something specific? Like, I know the store well. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then I can, work my way into assisting. I'm like, hey, I don't want him to feel bad.
Yeah, for sure.
But not everybody who was grown up like building things or working with their
Right.
hands or
Well, we ran into somebody that we knew one time, and we probably saved him a couple $100 by just
Yeah.
like saying, "No, you should get this. No, you should get that."
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't need all of that.
no, yeah, yeah,
Because they were just trying to do a little project, but he was like trying to buy enough stuff to do lots of projects.
yeah. He was gonna be like $150 into this thing, and really, it just needed to be like 25 max. Yeah, and I was like, nobody.
Well,
He's
yeah.
like, I couldn't find. I was like, it's 2 hours over. Let's go. I'll show you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely was a fun meeting up with him, but also being like, "Okay, buddy, this is what you need."
I'm like, please don't spend all that money. You don't need it.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I really do love the hardware store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
What? Yeah.
Oh, I heard. Okay, so the Bear. We have a restaurant in Stillicum. It's like a tiny
Bear
little
Hardware.
township. Well, I think it's just Bear now.
Oh, is it just Bear now?
Bair. And it
Not
was
like the TV show.
not like the TV show. But it's Bear. It used to be Bear Hardware, and they have a lot of like the old like shelving and things. It's so cutie, and they are getting their soda jerk machine,
There,
like
what
their
now?
soda fountain. I think the soda jerk is the person that does the sodas. Anyway, they're getting their old fashioned type soda fountain machine
Nice.
refurbished.
Very
So they're
cool.
closed right now because it takes a lot of space to take care of it and to
Oh, really?
finish it and fix it and install and whatever. But
Yeah.
so they're closed for a little bit. But then they're gonna have like an old timey soda fountain.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my goodness, I am so wooning.
Swooning.
So wooning. Oh,
If-
and one of our
are you gonna
favorite
be able
baristas
to-
works there.
You're going to be able to go in there and like request some wacky drink, or are they going to make it there themselves?
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be fun.
I know. I'm so
really
excited.
fun.
They have amazing biscuits and gravy.
Ooh, you can get like a citrus float. Ooh.
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what flavors and if they're gonna have like homemade syrups or like purchased syrups, or if they're gonna have like fancy ones. Or I'm really excited.
That is very fun.
We love that little restaurant, and one of our favorite baristas works there now. And yeah,
Nice.
and we like Stillicum. It's such a cute little township. Township?
Community. I don't know that it's a township. It's definitely like its own town.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a township. I don't know
What's the
how that
difference?
classification works.
Oh.
Well, a township is actually like a classification of an area, because even though I lived in the town of Galveston when I was growing up, it was in Jackson Township, I believe.
Oh.
So it was two different things.
Oh. I don't know that it's big enough to be city. Is it? It's not a city.
It's not a city, it's a town.
It is a town for sure.
I think so, but they do have their own police.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a city. I don't think it's incorporated, honestly. But maybe it is.
I don't know. We vote on the ballot
We have-
for
we
the
have no
same
ideas.
fire and police for the same fire system.
Right. We're in the
so-
same district, but, well, we're in the same area, but not, we're right next to each other. But I think, I believe it's its own entity
Yeah.
because they have their own things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They have this little it's not a bar. It's a
Tap room.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a tap room. And a lot of people will like take their dinner in there.
Yes.
And because they don't serve any food, so you can take your dinner in there, And so right now it's winter, and so it's they were talking about on the little page on Facebook, encouraging people to bring their dinner in and have like a little drink, and then but eat your dinner so that because it's harder for little businesses in the winter
Well, for sure.
because it gets all sad and gloomy,
Right.
and people want to stay home and cuddly.
Home and cuddly. I did see an interesting short that was like when she says she doesn't want to cuddle tonight, and the guy just goes and turns the thermostat all the way down.
That'll do it. Like, I'm cold. It's time to warm. Mm-hmm. Let's share your warmth with me.
All right. Well, am starting to smell some very goodness coming through the door,
Our
which
baby
means
is
the
making
daughter
dinner.
is making some delicious dinner, and it's just about done. Thank you for listening to us and our ramblings.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you liked the talk, go ahead and hit the like. If you didn't, go ahead and hit the subscribe. And if you like it, hit the subscribe too. And we will see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.